Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Welcome to this initiative where we are discussing the previous years or the mains practice questions from the mains examination point of view. That to be specific, 2024 mains examination point of view. If you have not watched the other videos in this particular playlist, I would strongly recommend you to watch all the videos in this particular playlist, especially the first video where I have discussed in detail what should be the body of the answer, what should be the introduction, and what should be the conclusion, and how much of introduction and the conclusion that you should be writing on. So if you have not watched the first video in this particular playlist, scroll down, search for the first video in this playlist, and then continue with this video. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the question for today. The question says, though food wastage is a global problem, India stands a chance to convert this into an opportunity if it can address it properly, which means the global problem is the food wastage. And how can India use this opportunity in order to address the problem? Okay, how can India make advantage, make use of this food wastage, and how can we address it properly? So this is the question. So basically the question revolves around agriculture, food processing, and the food wastage, to be very specific. So if you look at the data, United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, that is FAO, has reported that 190 million Indians remain unnourished. See, in India, this is one data that we have: unnourished, that is malnourished. And we also have data on stunting, we have data on wasting, we have data on undernourishment or underweight. To be even more specific, we have data on anemia, lack of iron content in the blood. Anemia, it says 50% of the Indian women are anemic, suffer from anemia. Okay, so these are some of the data that we have. So very serious problem throughout the globe, and in India also it's a very serious problem because 190 million people in India are very much undernourished. Clear? Understood? So now don't consider this to be the wastage in the form of the household. So this is not a wastage just in the form of the household. You will have different every stage from the stage of production, from the stage of harvesting, from transportation, from storing, from distribution, retailing, processing, everything in the household also after manufacturing. So the entire process from harvesting, processing, packaging, and transporting, everywhere the food wastage is very common, and this is a problem that we'll have to address. Challenges of the food wastage: pre-consumption losses. Before even the food is consumed, before even the food comes on the plate, 40% of the food has already been wasted. Where did it get waste? From production, harvest, transport, storage, distribution, wholesale, retail. Okay, so all this entire supply chain, if we talk about, 40% of the food is already gone, it is wasted. Greenhouse gas emission, how is it a problem? Let's say the extra food that is wasted, where will it end up? The extra food will land up in the landfills, it gets rotten. Okay, it becomes a medium for the bacterial activity and start emitting harmful gases. This is one. Second one, the resources used in order to manufacture this 40% of the food that is getting wasted is also causing global warming, that is greenhouse gas emission. Supply chain management issues with supply chain management, as we have talked about: harvesting, processing, packaging, storage, distribution. So all these are some of the challenges that we have in the food processing sector. How can we change it into an opportunity? What could be done? First thing that could be done is a technological investment. Invest in the technology. See, as of now, we have a lot of cutting edge technology coming into existence. We have AI coming up, we have machine learning, we have big data analytics coming up. So all these, especially if these are implemented in FCI, that is Food Corporation of India, becomes really easy. We can save a lot of food. At the same time, we can also protect the environment. Along with the advancements in the technology, we should also come up with supply chain management techniques. Okay, so these are some of the things that should be done in order to make sure that the food wastage doesn't happen in India. Okay, so this is the first question for today. Let's talk about the second question. The COVID-19 pandemic has revived the debate on the government's policy of minimizing presence of the PSEs, that is public sector enterprises, and creating new investment space for private sector. Clear? So, why did this debate come into existence? This debate came into existence because of the reason that we had COVID-19. So, what happened during COVID-19? So, during COVID-19, government authorized the PSUs, that is public sector units, in order to take the burden of manufacturing vaccines or designing vaccines or coming out with the vaccines. So, this gave rise to a different narrative where is the government world over shifting from capitalism, which strives on profit motive, to communism, which is state owned, state controlled, which disincentivizes private ownership. So is this a new trend? Okay, so this is what the debate that got started just after COVID, where the entire world, people relied more on the governments, on the states to deliver the services and not the private players. Relevance of the PSEs in the present times. Why are public sector enterprises very important? First one, India is not a developed economy. Okay, we are not a developed economy where the private players can take over and start dictating the rules. So because India is a developing country, and moreover we've seen it, 190 million Indians are malnourished, are not nourished. Correct. So in order to solve such problems of the developing country, we need public sector units. Employment creation. Public sector units create a lot of employment in India. 144 crore people that we have. Creation of assets, expanding global footprint. So in case of the expanding global footprint, we can talk about HAL, which is manufacturing the Tejas light compact aircraft LCA Tejas. So this is what the PSUs are actually doing for the Indian economy and the Indian market. So as of now, eliminating the presence of the entire PSUs in India is a very difficult job and cannot be done also. But this government is actively taking up the measure where the sick PSUs, okay, which are making losses year on year, are being easily disinvested, and that amount of money is being taken for the capital expenditure. So that's it for today. If you like the video, hit the like button and also press the bell icon to get all the latest updates from the Legacy IAS YouTube channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.